Hey, good morning, everybody. I hope you are having a great morning or great afternoon in Palm Springs. Hey, I wanted to spend a few minutes. I'm going to do something a little bit differently. This is a little bit off of the training, but yesterday I was in branch 24 in the Murrieta branch and in their safety meeting. And as we were going through the meeting, I just had a couple of things pop up and I got a little riled up, and hopefully I don't today, but I wanted to spend a few minutes just talking about a few basic things. And number one, and we've talked about this a bunch, is make sure they know your name. And this is so important because it's super easy to fire Dewey, but it's really difficult to fire you, the technician, if they know your name. If you've developed a relationship with them over time, it's really difficult for that. So I would really highly encourage that you get to know your customer, that they know your name. And when I was a technician back 100 years ago, there was a few things that I always did. First thing I did is I knocked on the door. I mean, that's kind of a dumb moment, right? And I smiled. Everybody has Ring cameras these days, so, and back when I was, they didn't. But I just started smiling, right? I'd take a big step back because I'm 6'2". Some of y'all are good sized technicians, and you know, sometimes you're dealing with the wife that's home, and I wanted them to feel comfortable. When they came to the door, I would smile. I would use their name. Hi, Mrs. Jones. I'm Chris, Dewey Pest Control. Well, back then it wasn't. And introduce myself, just here to take care of the treatment for you today. And then I would always ask, hey, is there anything new that's popped up since the last time I was here, or anything that you want me to pay special attention to? And most of the time the answer is no, but I always ask that question because I wanted to make sure that if there was something that they let me know, because I could address it right then and there. The second thing, and this is just a pet peeve of mine, and you know, forgive me because I've heard it said by the owners, outselling our cancels. We don't live in that day anymore. We cannot be focused on outselling our cancels. We have to deliver great service and great sales. To me, great service looks like a couple of things because they can't see the spray after it's sprayed, right? They can see you doing the work, but they can't see it after. De-webbing a house is so important. That is one of the most underutilized things that we do. And then if they have bait stations commercially, making sure there's no webs, making sure there's no plants growing. I was out with a sales guy this week, and every bait station that we looked at, and they weren't ours, by the way, you could have had stuff growing in it. It was ridiculous, and there was no bait. So those are a couple of the things that we can do from a visual standpoint. So we shouldn't be trying to outsell or cancel. We should be not canceling, and we should be delivering great sales. So that's that. The other thing is sales starts with great service. And this last week we were with the Deweys, and they said that sales starts with a great service. But I even wanted to take it a step further in saying that every human being has two needs: a practical or physical need, kill my bugs, and an emotional need, which is, hey, I'm going to take care of you. I got you. I'm going to take care of this need for you, right? The emotional need. And sometimes that's even more important because I've seen technicians, and I've been out with technicians, and I was a technician that I developed great relationships with my customers. And by the way, I could have a failure and they would still stick with me because of the relationship, because they knew I would take care of them. So a practical or a physical need, kill my bugs, and an emotional need, I got you, I'll take care of you. And the last thing is this, and this is where I got a little bit fired up. Forgive me, Murrieta team. Sales is an outcome of activity. Let me say that again. Sales is an outcome of activity. If you are not selling, I can promise you your business cards ain't going down. You're not delivering the door hangers. You're not talking to the neighbors. And I'm not trying to beat anybody up. I'm trying to build you up and let you know that if you're not selling, I know why. I've been there. I was a tech. I get it. But I'm just telling you, and I need your help. This year is not business as usual. I'm sure your branch manager shared with you that last year was the worst year that Dewey's had in 97 years? 97 years of doing business, lost over $300,000. And if you were a business owner, you would probably feel the same way. If you, instead of being a tech or being a sales guy or whatever, you were the business owner, you would probably be thinking the same thing. So team, I need, your branch manager needs, Jaime needs, the Deweys need us to go out there and do it and make sales. And I'm going to say it again. Sales is an outcome of activity. If you're not selling, probably promise you that you're not delivering your proposals. Your business cards aren't going down. You're not talking to the neighbors. You're not talking to your own customers about In2Care buckets, mosquito buckets. By the way, you should be talking to every single one of your customers about mosquitoes. I don't know how I wouldn't. Mosquitoes it's rained like crazy and now all of a sudden it's warm. Referral cards for termite. Your termite brothers need you. They absolutely need you. We're a team. And again, team, I need you to do the activity, because guess what happens at the end of that? We're all commissioned employees, right? And we're all going to get commission on the sale and then on servicing that sale. So I would just encourage you on these things. Again, make sure your customers know your name. Let's all stop saying outsell or cancels. Let's deliver great service, and by the way, deliver great sales. Let's make sure that we are delivering great service by the emotional and the physical needs, and then let's make sure that our activity is high. I appreciate y'all. I know how hard it is, how hard you work, and some of y'all, it's 100 degrees, it's 110 degrees, and you're out there, taking care of your customers. I get it. I really do. But we got to grow. Sales is everybody's responsibility. So team, let's get after it. Appreciate y'all. Have a great day.